Very good evening. You're watching the news tonight on Rajya Sabha television with me, Frank Pereira. Here are the headlines. E. Palaniswamy to prove his majority in Tamil Nadu Assembly tomorrow. O. Pannirselvam faction removes AIADMK General Secretary V.K. Shashikala and her two relatives from the party. Campaigning ends for the third phase of UP elections. Polling to take place in this phase for 69 assembly seats in 12 districts on the 19th of February. Five new Supreme Court judges sworn in against a sanction strength of 31. Apex Court's strength goes up to 28, including the Chief Justice of India. A day after the blast at Lal Shahbaz, Qalandar that killed over 80 people in the Sindh province, Pakistani security forces kill over 39 militants in retaliation. New Tamil Nadu Chief Minister E. Palaniswamy will seek the vote of confidence in the State Assembly tomorrow. Ahead of the floor test, members of the O. Pannirselvam faction dismissed Party General Secretary Shashikala and two of her relatives who were admitted to the party earlier this week. The Pannirselvam camp has 10 MLAs on its side, including the former Chief Minister.
A day after E. Palaniswamy took oath as the Chief Minister, the Pannirselvam camp hit back at the Shashikala faction. On Friday, it claimed to have removed AIADMK General Secretary V.K. Shashikala and her two relatives from the party.
Respected OPS, supporters are fighting against AIADMK very angrily. This should be stopped. Mr. OPS has gone to memorial. He is telling that he will meet the people in this district. Let him go wherever he wants. Truth is in our side. Surely, truth will win.
E. Madhusudanan, who was earlier removed as the party's presidium chairman by Shashikala, said Shashikala and her relatives had gone against party principles and ideals. He also announced the expulsion of Shashikala's relatives, T.T.V. Dinagaran and S. Venkatesh, from the party. Last week, the AIADMK had sacked Pannirselvam from the primary membership of the party. The Pannirselvam faction has 10 legislators, while Chief Minister Palaniswamy, who has been asked to prove his majority in 15 days, claims the support of at least 125 MLAs.
As far as the existing house, the Tamil Nadu Assembly is concerned, the majority is clearly with Palaniswamy, and Pannirselvam did try to get some MLAs, but he could not succeed for the simple reason that they were locked up in a resort. So whether Pannirselvam likes it or not, or anybody else likes it or not, the bottom line is Palaniswamy enjoys support of a majority of the MLAs. Whether they will vote for him tomorrow, it remains to be seen.
On Thursday, the Pannirselvam camp moved the Election Commission, challenging the election of V.K. Shashikala as General Secretary of the party. A 12-member delegation led by Rajya Sabha MP V. Maitreyan met Chief Election Commissioner Naseem Zaidi and submitted a memorandum demanding that it decline approval to her elevation to the top party post. Shashikala is currently serving a jail term of a little less than 4 years in connection with the 66 crore rupees disproportionate assets case in Bengaluru. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Let's now get you the latest from the ongoing assembly elections in verdict 2017. Campaigning for the third phase of UP elections has ended today. 69 assembly seats and 12 districts will exercise their voting right on Sunday. Prominent districts going to polls are Farrukhabad, Kannauj, Mainpuri, Etawah, Kanpur, Lucknow and Barabanki. A total of 2 crore voters will vote for the 826 candidates contesting the elections. 105 women candidates are contesting the elections in the third phase. In the 2012 assembly polls, the Samajwadi Party had 155 of these 69 seats, while the BSP secured 6, BJP 5 and the Congress 2 seats. Priyanka Gandhi finally hit the campaign trail for the Congress party in Uttar Pradesh on Friday. She was accompanied by her brother and party vice president Rahul Gandhi at the election rallies in Raebareli and Maharajganj. Raebareli, a Congress stronghold, and party president Sonia Gandhi's constituency will go to polls in the fifth phase of the Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections on the 27th of February.
In a first in this poll season, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra hit the campaign trail for the Congress in Uttar Pradesh on Friday. Priyanka and her brother, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi, addressed a rally in Raebareli, the parliamentary seat held by her mother and Congress President Sonia Gandhi.
मुझे वाराणसी के लोगों ने वोट दिया और वाराणसी के लिए मैं एक बेटा हूं, उत्तर प्रदेश का बेटा हूं, इसीलिए मैं उत्तर प्रदेश का विकास करूंगा। तो मेरे मन में ये बात आई, क्या उत्तर प्रदेश को बाहर से किसी को वोट लेने की जरूरत है? क्या यहाँ कोई नौजवान नहीं है जो आपके देश को, प्रदेश को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं, जो विकास ला सकते हैं?
Rahul Gandhi also hit out at the government on the issue of demonetization, saying that the small traders and farmers were badly inconvenienced by the note ban. He also promised loans up to 5 lakh rupees for small businesses.
सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा, हिंदुस्तान साफ हो जाएगा, चमकेगा हिंदुस्तान, सबको रोजगार मिल जाएगा, महिलाएं खुश हो जाएंगी, घर में पैसा आ जाएगा, किसानों के पास पानी आ जाएगा। दिल वाले दुल्हनिया पिक्चर, अच्छे दिन। 2.5 साल बाद पता लगा शोले पिक्चर थी, गब्बर सिंह आ गया।
Earlier, Rahul Gandhi held rallies in Fatehpur and Maharajganj districts. Priyanka is among the 40 star campaigners that the Congress is counting on to improve its showing in India's most populous state. Raebareli will go to vote on February 23rd in the fourth of the 7-phase election in the state. Vishal Daya's report for Rajya Sabha television.
Well, with 2 days to go for the third phase of elections in Uttar Pradesh, leaders from all the major parties held rallies to woo the voters. Chief Minister and Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav addressed rallies in Barabanki and Lucknow. Akhilesh took a dig at BSP's election symbol, saying that an uncontrollable elephant will do more damage to the state. Barabanki will go to polls in the third phase on February 19th. Meanwhile, Dimple Yadav, wife of Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav, also slammed Prime Minister Modi's poll promise to waive off farmers' loans at a rally in Auraiya district. She added that he could have done it in a year after being elected as the Prime Minister. The Samajwadi Party MP also said that Prime Minister Modi does only Man Ki Baat but never does Kaam Ki Baat. Campaigning for the fourth and fifth phases of Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections is on in full swing. BSP Chief Mayawati today said that her party does not believe in the government's interference in triple talaq and uniform civil code. Addressing a rally at Fatehpur district of Uttar Pradesh, Mayawati took a jibe at the Prime Minister Modi for calling himself to be the adopted son of Uttar Pradesh. She said that in spite of all this drama of the BJP, the people will not vote for the party. Talking about Samajwadi Party feud, Mayawati said Shivpal Yadav and his team will harm Akhilesh Yadav and his team in the upcoming polls. Fatehpur will go to polls in the fourth phase of elections on February 23rd.
सपा के बारे में यह बात भी सर्वविदित है कि सपा नेता श्री मुलायम सिंह यादव ने भी अपने पुत्र मोह की वजह से जिस प्रकार से कदम कदम पर अपने भाई शिवपाल यादव को जनता के सामने अपमानित किया है, तो इसका अब शिवपाल यादव व इनके खेमे के लोग इस चुनाव में अंदर अंदर अखिलेश व इनके खेमे के लोगों को जरूर नुकसान पहुंचाएंगे।
BJP President Amit Shah also hit out at the ruling Samajwadi Party at a rally in Basti district. Launching a scathing attack on the Akhilesh government, Shah said that law and order situation is deteriorating day by day in the state.
उसने उत्तर प्रदेश को बर्बाद कर रख दिया है। आप मुझे बताइए, आपके गांव में घरों में 24 घंटा बिजली आती है क्या? आती है? किसानों का धान खरीदा जाता है, गन्ना किसान का भुगतान होता है। मित्रों, हर गांव रोड से जुड़ चुका है क्या? हर गांव में अस्पताल बना है, सस्ती दवाई की दुकान बनी है, महिलाओं की सुरक्षा है।
Well, it's time for a short break now, but news and updates will continue on the other side. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
This year, we have declared this campus as a net energy positive campus. In this campus, we have triple effect vapor absorption machine. This is one of the highest efficient cooling systems we have. Target by 2022 is 100 gigawatt. If we achieve that, India will become a leader in green energy and it will give the lesson to entire world.
Watch Eureka with S.K. Singh, Director General, National Institute of Solar Energy, Gurugram, only on Rajya Sabha television.
Mihir Sen, an outstanding and extraordinary saltwater swimmer of India. He's the first Asian to swim the English Channel way back in 1958. And just 8 years later, in 1966, he swam the 7 seas of the 5 continents in 1 calendar year, which etched his name in the Guinness Book of World Records. In 1959, he was also conferred the Padma Shri, and in 1967, he was awarded the Padma Bhushan.
It's election time again. Voters in 5 states gear up to cast their votes. Catch all the action in Verdict 2017, Monday to Friday on Rajya Sabha television.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. Well, 5 new Supreme Court judges were sworn in on Friday, taking the apex court's strength to 28, including the Chief Justice of India. Justices Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Naveen Sinha, Mohan M, Deepak Gupta and S. Abdul Nazir were administered the oath of office by CJI J.S. Keher. The new judges were previously the Chief Justices of the Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Kerala, Madras and Rajasthan High Courts. Their appointments were approved by President Pranab Mukherjee on Wednesday. Chief Justice of India J.S. Keher and 3 other judges are slated to retire from the Supreme Court this year. 7 more will retire in 2018. The sanctioned strength of judges in the Supreme Court is 31, including the Chief Justice. Well, in other news, now Bellandur Lake in Bengaluru has now gone from foam to fire as toxic smoke choked the whole city today. This is the 3rd instance when the lake caught fire. Factory waste and general sewage have led to extreme levels of water pollution in the lake. But this time, officials feel a pile of burning garbage caused the scare.
Fire broke out in the highly polluted waters of Bellandur Lake in Bengaluru last evening. The flames raged for a while as the area was enveloped in smoke. Even fire department personnel found themselves in a perplexing situation after seeing dense smoke emerging from the lake. Residents living near the lake were left panicked.
जो जितना भी आग लगा शायद मेरे ख्याल से जो केमिकल वगैरह जो फैक्ट्री से आता है उसकी वजह से प्रदूषण की वजह से ये आग लगा जैसा लग रहा है मेरे
getting like mixed in water and it's forming of chemical and it is within mixed with like fire and it's injurious to humans also.
पानी इधर से आता है पूरा मस्किटो ज्यादा है बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है सर उधर.
Pollution regularly causes the Bellandur lake to froth so heavily that the foam can be seen on roads nearby. and fires are often sparked by deadly effluents in the lake. But officials claim that this time it was a pile of burning garbage that caused the scare.
This is the third time that the same lake has actually caught fire, and we've actually seen in Bangalore that most of the lakes are actually, there's toxins, there's froth that actually spills over to the roads of Bangalore. So it's a serious concern when it is about environment, and at the same time also the impact that it actually has on human health.
Belandur and Varthur are the two major lakes in Bengaluru. Of late, both have been ruined because of the constant dumping of untreated sewage and toxic chemicals and detergents from the nearby small factories. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, let's now get you some sports news in Sports Beat. Indian shuttler PV Sindhu rose to a career best of 5th in the latest international badminton rankings. This is the first time that Sindhu has broken into the top 5. Saina Nehwal, ranked 9th, is the other Indian in the top 10. Chinese Taipei's Tai Tzu Ying continues to lead the rankings. Marin Cilic and Thomas Berdych progressed to the quarterfinals of the World Indoor Tournament in Rotterdam. Top-seeded Cilic was stretched in 3 sets by fellow Croat Borna Korcic 6-1, 2-6, 6-4. Fourth-seeded Thomas Berdych, however, advanced to the last 8 with 6 sets victory over Frenchman Richard Gasquet. Zlatan Ibrahimovic's first hat-trick for Manchester United handed the Reds a comfortable win over Saint Etienne in the round of 32 of Europa League. In the first leg encounter, Ibrahimovic opened the scoring in the 15th minute and then went on to add 2 more in the second half, taking his goal tally to 23 this season. The two sides will meet for the second leg on the 22nd of February.
Over the line, not quite sure that's how Zlatan Ibrahimovic had scripted it. He celebrates nonetheless, and Manchester United, he goes for goal. The goalkeeper makes a save.
Well, it's time for another breather on the program, but we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Harappan sites are a treasure trove of sophisticated pottery. These creations show tremendous advances by the potter's wheel. Creations like the perforated jar, the copper axe, the chisel and knives astound even present-day archaeologists. Figurines depicting yoga poses, chess pieces display a complexity unsurpassed even by later-day civilizations, all of which make the Harappan civilization truly unique.
Tales that inspire. Stories of social change. A salute to diversity. Promoting public discourse. Events that motivate. Inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries.
Chopper is the ancient version of Indian snakes and ladders. This intriguing game was popular among the old, the young, and the rulers as well. The chopper has its origin in the Jain philosophy. It tells the story of virtue, symbolized by the ladders, rewarded, while the vices shown by the snakes are punished. Each square, in turn, also narrates a message of wisdom.
Welcome back. You're watching Rajya Sabha television. Well, security forces in Pakistan today killed more than 39 militants in a nationwide crackdown. This a day after an ISIS suicide bomber blew himself up in the Sufi shrine of Lal Shahbaz Qalandar in Sindh's Sehwan province. Officials said that the crackdown would be intensified in the coming days as the government had resolved to eliminate militancy. The death toll in Thursday's blast has touched 88 and several people injured are still in critical condition. This is the 8th terror attack in Pakistan in the last 5 days and comes amid reports of the reunification of some powerful factions of the Pakistani Taliban. Some of these groups have links with the Afghanistan-Pakistan chapter of the Islamic State. Meanwhile, Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif has vowed to fight the militants responsible for the attack, which has been claimed by Islamic State group. The US, EU and United Nations too condemned the strike. Hours after the attack, Pakistan-Afghanistan border was closed till further orders.
मैंने यहाँ पे देखा कि क़यामत सुगरा जैसा मंजर था। यहाँ पे दरगाह लाल शहबाज कलंदर के अंदर अहाते में यहाँ जो सहन है पूरा, यहाँ पे हजारों की तादाद में ज़ायरीन थे, रो रहे थे। क़यामत सुगरा जैसा मंजर था, कोई किसी को उठाने वाला नहीं था।
Survivors of the attack recount the horror as a powerful bomb ripped through a packed Sufi Lal Shahbaz Qalandar shrine in the town of Sehwan in Sindh province on Thursday night. The attack has been claimed by the Islamic State group. The attacker first threw a grenade which failed to explode, then he blew himself up among the devotees. The casualties are high as the shrine was crowded, as Thursday is considered a sacred day to pray at the shrine.
एंटर होने के फौरन बाद एक भयानक सी आवाज़ आई। तब तो कोई ख्याल नहीं था कि कोई बम ब्लास्ट है, तब तो कोई ख्याल नहीं था कि बम ब्लास्ट है, लेकिन ये अचानक ख्याल आया कि आज हम मर गए। ऐसे लग रहा था जैसे कि कोई क़यामत का मंजर हो। जैसे भी बाहर निकला तो उसी टाइम मुझे कोई पता नहीं, बेहोश हो गया।
The authorities immediately launched massive rescue and relief operations. Since the shrine is located in a remote area, ambulances and medical teams were sent from far-flung city areas to take care of the injured and move the bodies. Late at night, Pakistan Army night flying helicopters were also put into service. Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif condemned the attack, saying, "The past few days have been hard and my heart is with the victims. But we can't let these events divide us or scare us. We must stand united in this struggle for the Pakistani identity and universal humanity." This is the 8th terror attack in Pakistan in last 5 days and comes amid reports of the reunification of some powerful factions of the Pakistani Taliban. Some of these groups have links with the Afghanistan-Pakistan chapter of the Islamic State. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
In more international news now, US President Donald Trump launched a ferocious attack on the media while defending his record during his first weeks in office. Trump appeared in a 76-minute press conference where he told reporters their level of dishonesty was out of control. He cited coverage of his campaign's alleged contacts with Moscow. Critics say his blocked travel ban and the firing of a top advisor point to a White House in chaos. But the president used his speech to tout his fulfillment of campaign promises and said his administration was a fine-tuned machine. An event that began with Trump announcing his new choice for Labor Secretary escalated into a blistering attack on the media. He charged them with downplaying his achievements after he inherited a mess at home and abroad.
Well, the leaks are real. You're the one that wrote about them and reported them. I mean, the leaks are real. You know what they said. You saw it. And the leaks are absolutely real. The news is fake. Tomorrow they will say, Donald Trump rants and raves at the press. I'm not ranting and raving. I'm just telling you, you're dishonest people. But I'm not ranting and raving. I love this. I'm having a good time doing it. But tomorrow the headlines are going to be, Donald Trump rants and raves. I'm not ranting and raving.
And here's a roundup of the other international news in Global Buzz. The Syrian army has claimed that it has recaptured the Hayan gas field in Homs suburbs after engaging in heavy fighting with Islamic State fighters. The army released a video on Wednesday showing helicopters attacking and soldiers mounting an offensive against IS militants in the area. Syrian forces backed by Russian and Hezbollah have advanced in many areas across the country lately following the successful retaking of Aleppo in December. G20 foreign ministers began their second day of meetings in Bonn in Germany today with a discussion on the situation in Syria. The meeting coincided with reports from Ankara that the Turkish military was nearing the end of its operation to take control of the northern Syrian city of Al-Bab from Islamic State and that the jihadists' resistance had largely been broken. The summit is first for Rex Tillerson, the newly appointed US Secretary of State. Participants also include Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, British Foreign Minister Boris Johnson and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, among others. A massive car bomb ripped through a car market in southern Baghdad late last night, killing at least 55 people and wounding more than 60. The attack is being considered as one of the deadliest that occurred this year. According to the security sources, the vehicle which blew up was parked in a crowded street full of garages and used car dealers in Hai al-Shutra, a Shiite district in the southwest of the city. The Islamic State group claimed responsibility of the bombing in an online statement. That's all we have on this newscast. Good night.